These are some of the knives I commonly use, which may be a little different from yours. But as long as it suits you, don't worry too much about the knife, as long as it's sharp enough. Determine the center of the object so that the position is not too far off. I do not recommend putting reference drawings on paper and then taping them to wood. This will limit your performance and have many limitations, and at the same time it will not provide you with much exercise. Even if you can't draw, or can't draw well, it doesn't matter. What's more important is to be brave enough to pick up a pencil and constantly modify your picture to make it look more coordinated and in line with your own imagination. Maybe you can quickly make a reference statue of similar size out of mud. This will be more intuitive and give you a deeper understanding of its physical structure. After all, making it out of mud is faster. Start by cutting out the general outline from the front. Of course, if you have a scroll saw or a bandsaw, it will increase efficiency. Since I prefer to hear the sound of whittling wood, here I used a knife entirely to cut it. After the rough outline of the front is cut, we draw a rough side reference drawing on the side. If your drawing skills are poor, the clay model here will provide you with more references. Suddenly, I thought that this Santa Claus should carry a bigger backpack so that he can deliver holiday gifts to more children. Okay, so let's fix that by gluing a small piece of wood in the back. Try to cut as little as possible if you are not sure of the exact position. We rounded the edges of the whole piece so that it doesn't look like a square piece of wood. At the same time, cut out the outer contour of the main structural part. What you have in mind right now should look like a person built out of blocks. We're just going to have a rough outline and don't have to cut the right depth all at once. Before the carving is completed, focus your attention on the physical structure of the work and ignore the wooden thorns on the wood carving. This way you will realize the ideas in your mind more quickly. The beard on the chin is higher than the face, so that the head will be slightly raised. The character will be obviously fatter overall, and the body will be wider, giving people a very strong feeling. Only such a figure can be matched with the back, the huge package. You need to understand the height and relative position of each part, which is important, and then consider its size. The rough outline has been basically completed. What we need to do next is to add further details to this Santa Claus and fine-tune the overall posture while adjusting the details. Thick beards are very interesting, but we need to be careful not to just make one layer of beard. The layered beard will look fuller. At the same time, we should pay attention to the direction of the beard and not just to one side. Look more closely as you carve, from all angles. From part to hole and then from hole to part. Don't try to perfectly portray a part. Small details that are not easily noticed often make your work more exciting. Try to carve them. At present, we will find that the shape of the face and beard is not protruding enough. The structure is very blurred, and there will be a lack of volume. Try to modify it. Carving for a long time may make your eyes less sensitive. Try to go for a walk. You will find a lot of things that are not satisfactory when you pick it up again. Now that we can deal with those pesky wood spurs, I chose to use a power tool because it is more efficient and can sand many corners without affecting the overall style of our work. I chose a small 400 grinding head. This grinding head will not cut too fast and can also quickly grind away unnecessary parts. Here I applied a layer of cooked linseed oil, which will make your wood carving look smoother and more complete. It can also protect the wood from drying out and cracking. But we also need to note that the color of the wood will become darker after applying cooked linseed oil, so the color should be brighter when coloring the wood carving later, otherwise the whole work will look very dark. I have omitted the coloring part here because I am still doing more different ways of coloring, and I believe you will do better. Merry Christmas, dear friends. If you like my work, don't forget to like and follow.